Hi, welcome to Psalms Living Waters, a half-an-hour gospel program, which we know will be a blessing to you today. And we have the pastor with us here today, and he's going to speak on a few things. His name is Jerry Tom and Ron Harvey. Go ahead.
Beverly, thank you. We're just really happy, privileged to come and speak a little bit about the Window Rock Church of God. I'm the associate pastor. My name is Ron Harvey, and it's been a joy to have Lewis and Beverly come, and you know, they blessed us. Known them for a few years, and just really amazed at everything that's happening up in Canada, and you know, with the ministry and everything that's been going on, and I really appreciate that. I thank you. First of all, we're sitting right here in the heart of the government of the Navajo Nation, Window Rock, Arizona. The Window Rock itself is only about a mile away from here, along with all the tribal governments and the President's office and the Tribal Council Chamber is all up in that area. Window Rock has a lot of history, and a place of sacredness, a place of you know, where the government is initiated by the Tribal Council. And so also the Navajo Nation is about 300,000 people, and one of the largest Indian reservation in the nation. We started our church back in 1982 in a small place from here, not very far, with only probably just not even a handful of people. And you know, the power of God just really visit Window Rock and the youth of, you know, this community back at the time. So we started real small, and you know, God just did an amazing work. I got saved in July of 1982 from drugs and alcohol, and you know, just that life. You know, God did just an amazing work in our lives, and we started forming the church, and God just touched our hearts and lives, and from that little small place, in a back room of a restaurant, we started off, and a few weeks later we grew from that place, and we went to a local community center, and we were there for a few weeks and grew from that place and moved to a church that allowed us to have our services. And so, and then we grew from that place, and this is where we are now, right here in this place. And so, God has done just an amazing work here at the Window Rock Church of God. You know, power of God's just been flowing. We've seen a lot of miracles, a lot of healings, lots of things like that take place within these few years. And you know, God's just given us this building, everything that you see here. Everything you see here is only because the result of prayer. Prayer works. Prayer is something that God only hears and God only answers to prayer. And so everything on the grounds here is because of prayer. And you know, just amazing what God has been doing in this part of the land. And you know, just real briefly, within these, I don't know, 23, 24 years now, God has just took us from one place to the next, and every time that God took us from one place to the next, is always an enlargement. Always have been a vision that God has given us. And you know, there's so many things that I guess we could mention, Beverly, that you know, what God has done in our lives, and you know, just real briefly, that you know, He's touched our lives. Pastor Tom and I have been from coast to coast, from Los Angeles to New York City, down to Florida, in 36 states, preaching the Word of God in large places and small places. God's just moved in all those places. And Pastor Tom has gone into the Philippines, into the jungles of Davao City, up in that area somewhere, preaching the Word of God. Up in Canada, it's preached up in Kwangu, if I said that right, up in that place, and down to Jamaica, down in Mexico. It's amazing what God can do from where you are and where He's going to take you. It's an adventure. It's an adventure that, I never dreamed that I would go in all these different places. I never dreamed that I would stand under the beautiful Twin Towers of New York City before it came down. I never dreamed that I would walk beautiful sand, sugar seashores of Florida, and the mountains of Arkansas and Memphis and all these places that God has took us. Only God can do that. Only God can take you from where you are and develop you, put the Word of God inside of you, and God can take you to many different places, to many different people, nationalities, just preaching His Word. And that's what God has done in our lives here in Window Rock and the church here. We have a vision. We have a vision to see Native American people be touched by God, to be saved. First Nations people, to be touched by God, to be saved. We have a web site. You can go on it. It's www.windowrock.cog.org, and on there you will see what God has done. If you go to visions and click that, God has given me visions. The reason why I'm saying this is because it's, if I begin to talk about it, we're going to be here all afternoon talking about it, But if you can go on and begin to see what God is doing in Native American preachers and churches, and I believe that God is going to touch this whole nation in these last days, because God has given us a vision back in 2002. He spoke to my heart and He says, I am now turned my face to the host people of the land of North America. And that means all Native American people and First Nations people. And I'm seeing that right now, that God is doing some incredible things. And, like in this ministry here, I didn't think two years ago that, it would come to this, where television and pretty soon on, satellite. My God, what a God we serve. What a God we serve. Only God can do that. Only God can open those doors. So today maybe you're struggling. Maybe you're there. Maybe you're thinking. Maybe confusion has set in. Maybe you're down, out, and you're thinking, hey, what's the use of everything? Can I tell you that Jesus, He is the only one that can change your life. He's the only one that changed my life and put value and put, that hope, that dream inside of it. And dreams do come true. They do. They do. From the time we started to now, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars have gone through our hands that the Lord has blessed us with. And so today's your day. Today is a time. Today is a day that give your life to Jesus. And I'm telling you, He will set you up on an adventure of your lifetime. And so I thank the Lord.